kind of events that we want to see all the time.
Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade.
So we are just honored. Okay, well, and I'm ready. I'm done talking. All right, so we're going to do a countdown from 10, and then we'll get that tree lit, all right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I've got nothing else to say. The tree is lit and will remain lit, and I'm glad as this. Thank you all for being here. Bless you all, and Merry Christmas.
Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade is presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties, providing in-home care that elevates the human spirit. We'll be back with the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade right here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
And you are watching the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade. Just had the tree lighting. And our Grand Marshals are coming up in just a moment. Try to get the audio level here.
Council, they really pushed the sponsor with the, come on, we like them. Oh, I'll bet that's Margie Rollins. I'll bet it is. You got it, don't you?
Hi, Ted!
And here is Margie Rollins. She's the newest Marysville City Council member. Had been on the Planning Commission for quite a while.
Different things to our MPs and law enforcement. The thin blue line is representation of the profession that our law enforcement community stands firmly on the line between law and order and chaos.
And here is the float that honors the late Marysville officer Osmo Rodarte, who was slain earlier this year during a Net 5 action on a drug raid. And here we have more law enforcement. Good crowd today. Temperature around 47, 46, something like that. No breeze. Yuba County Sheriff's Office. One of our area's SWAT vehicles. You'll see a few of these today. More Yuba County Sheriff's vehicles. Lots of kids, and they're having a good time. I believe that was the Yuba County Probation Department with young people from the Maxine Singer Youth Guidance Program. The theme of the parade this year is Blue Christmas, so you're going to hear and see some references to not just the color blue, but Elvis Presley, his song. Might even see some blue suede shoes.
Coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade
is presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties, providing in-home care that elevates the human spirit. We'll be back with the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade right here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
And we're back with the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade.
You're all cool.
This parade is about 10% bigger, or has about 10% more entries, according to Carrie Hauk, who has been organizing the parades for the cities of Marysville for the last 4 or 5 years. Here is the Yuba Water Agency, which turned out a blue truck. Water Agency has been a big sponsor of a variety of Marysville events. Turn the kids down a little bit here, maybe.
They work hard at taking care of the fish habitat.
And here we have the Sutter County Board of Supervisors. That is them in the pickup truck there. I believe that's Dan Flores standing up on the left side wearing the Santa hat. Actually, that's the Yuba City Council. This next entry is from a new entry in the Yuba-Sutter area. They've done a very nice job of rehabbing the old Butler Brothers building at 7th and B Streets, and they wanted to contribute, so they repainted Marysville City Hall. They do siding, fire hardening, paint doors and windows, does a number of general contractor things. NorCal Siders. And look at the float that they built. Amazing what you can do with a pickup and a gooseneck trailer. A lot of soap suds, I expect, are going to be dispensed tonight. Here we have the first of our band entries. This is the Brown and Gold Brigade. From Yuba City High School. They're under the direction of Tom Zoik, led by 2 drum majors, Alex Ramos and Terrace Sargent. The Brown and Gold Brigade brings the spirit of Yuba City to the Marysville Christmas Parade. The Brown and Gold Brigade marching down D Street. Coming up, one of our political entries. Don Belza is a former Marysville City Council member. Now he's running for Assembly. He's lived here for 4 generations, or I should say his family has. Lives in Marysville. Dom says he's committed to representing Northern California with what he calls strong, integral, and conservative leadership. And here's an entry that is about education, actually. Bruce Ann Harold is the entry sponsor here. Enchanted Learning. She's been doing child care since 2009. And this is a stitch float celebrating a blue Christmas. The first of our mounted entries coming up in just a moment, but let's take a look at this enchanted entry. The theme, in case you haven't figured out, is Blue Christmas. And this is our first mounted entry here. Shayla's Metal Buildings and More, and she also does equestrian training, if I recall from previous parades. Apparently they have a blue Cadillac. That would be interesting. She had to stop and let the kids pet the horses. Shayla's entry, again, sponsored by Shayla's Metal Buildings and More. The horses there.
Singing, Elvis, singing.
And this might be the pink Cadillac. Yeah, I believe it is, actually. With Elvis on the top. Can you imagine what it takes to get all the lights on these floats and powered, and then when they're all done, take them off? You would need a lot of elves to get it done in a short period of time. So we have a little bit of a break in the action. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. D Street is looking festive this evening and will be through the Christmas season. A lot of different things to see on D Street and explore, all the way from First Street down by the Silver Dollar in Chinatown. Look around down there. There's some interesting things going on down there. But a lot of things in D Street and some moving around. Here we have the River Valley Junior Falcons, a little bit out of order. But this is a football and cheer program that was voted the best youth program in Yuba-Sutter in 2023, 24, and this year. I think they're referring to the Appeal Democrat rankings. River Valley Junior Falcons is a feeder into the River Valley High School teams. And some more soap suds for snow. And here we have the University of California sponsorship of the Sutter and Yuba County's 4-H groups. 4-H has been around for an awful long time. My late dad was a member of 4-H and a member of the Boy Scouts, and we'll see some of them today, I think. But 4-H is the nation's largest youth development organization. The 4-H's stand for Head, Heart, Hands, and Health. There are 12 different 4-H clubs in Sutter and Yuba counties, and the participants, the young people, do things that range from raising livestock to leading service projects and getting into science, technology, the STEM programs, along with public speaking and different school programs. That is part of what 4-H does. And here is my physical therapy's office, Healing Arts Physical Therapy. They're over at the corner of Butte House Road and Gray Avenue, and they do a different kind of physical therapy in some regards. But their services include orthopedic, vestibular, and pelvic floor conditions. And they've got some really good people over there. My physical therapist would take me into the gym and say that we're going into his, what did he say? This is what happens when you get older. You get into a train of thought and the train derails. Oh, we're going into the doctor's dungeon. Torture chamber, that was it. Torture chamber. Sometimes thinking and talking at the same time is a bit of a torture chamber. This is several vehicles from Dependable Handyman Services. That's Brandon Brown and his team. They've been in the community for 15 years. I have to wonder where they are getting all of these gooseneck trailers. Dependable Handyman Services. Apparently they can do some heavy-duty work with trailers like that. And it would appear that based on that vehicle that's following the gooseneck trailer here and the little skid steer, that they come to your place with all kinds of things ready to go. And we have a perennial favorite here at the Christmas parade and other parades in Yuba-Sutter, the Mary Covalad Elementary School Spirits team. The Mary Covalad team has 30 4th and 5th graders in it. They have to maintain good grades, be good role models for their fellow students, and their advisors tell us that they've been working extremely hard to prepare for the parade and want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I think they're doing this to Jingle Bell Rock. Hopefully we don't get any copyright issues with the music, because sometimes social media will shut us off if it's deemed a copyright issue. The Mary Covalad Elementary School cheer, folks.
Go ahead.
Let's give them a hand. They worked hard on that float. That one. Hey, Merry Christmas!
And another Elvis. The Mary Covalad School PTCO. They didn't tell us what the PTCO is. They are the Cougars, however. Parent Teacher Community Organization. Over 500 students go to Mary Covalad, which is over on F Street between 8th and 6th. And we thank you for watching. We see Donald Cornett is watching our replay tonight, and Amy Young is also watching. Thank you for tuning in, dropping in, streaming in, however you did that. They're watching on Facebook. And we have other people watching on YouTube.
County Office of Education, their motto is better together. They work with the community, everybody works together, and the kids benefit.
All right, so who do we have here? Well, this is a guy, our Yuba County Superintendent of Public Instruction, or Superintendent of Schools, Rob Greger, could easily pass for Santa Claus. And I don't think we see him in the truck there, but you see the picture there on the side, if it's big enough on your screen. But he could definitely pass for Santa Claus. And these soap for snowblowers seem to be very, very popular. The parade goes from basically the assembly point north of 6th Street and officially begins at 6th Street. Goes all the way down to 2nd Street, makes a left turn, goes over to C, makes another left, and goes back up C Street. And I believe this is the Yuba County 4-H, or Browns Valley 4-H. They mention Olaf in here. A lot of folks from up in the foothills, young and old, are represented here in our 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade. And as you can see, a lot of people came out with their kids and themselves to enjoy the parade, even though it was a bit on the chilly side. Gray, foggy afternoon, didn't burn off. And right about now, around 47 degrees. Here is the Loma Rica Browns Valley Community Services District entry, including the fire departments. Volunteer firefighters who have been keeping the community up there safe since 1987. I don't even recall that there were fire departments, volunteer fire departments up there for quite a while before that, but I believe there was a merger that happened between Loma Rica and Browns Valley to create that community services district. And here we have Yuba County Republicans, which have a headquarters on E Street, right across from the State Theater, next to 7-Eleven. There is A61. That's what they call that fire truck right there. So we have a couple of political entries here. This is the big trailer that Yuba County Republicans have been toting around the area for quite a while. And we have a former Yuba-Sutter resident who grew up here, Andrew Coolidge. His dad was Stan Coolidge, the attorney here in Yuba County. Lived up in the foothills. Andrew started an ad agency and has been the mayor of Chico for a number of years. And now he's running for state assembly. Fire safety is one of the things that is very important to Andrew, and it's rather personal because his dad died in the Cascade Fire that hit in the Yuba County foothills in the Oregon House area. And he's living in Chico, became very familiar with the needs of people who had to evacuate from the campfire in Magalia and Paradise. There goes Andrew Coolidge, running for assembly. Here we have easy towing, and you're going to get a whole bunch of easy towing. They have what you might call ordinary tow trucks, like the one going by, and then they have much bigger ones that are capable of handling big trucks and buses, 18-wheelers. And the skills that these tow truck operators have to develop, especially when you're dealing with getting big rigs out from under the can opener railroad trestle on B Street in Marysville, is something else. Or getting trucks unstuck when they run off the road up in the foothills, or they get into slippery conditions, or they've spilled their load somewhere. Here's some folks that can help you with a leak in your roof. Action Roofing Service. And they're performing their rendition of Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. Action Roofing has been around the area for 45 years, so they probably replaced the same folks' roof a few times. Roofs do wear out. My garage needs one. But they've been supporting the community through the Peach Festival here in Marysville, as well as our Yuba-Sutter 4th of July fireworks celebrations. The Kiwanis Club of Marysville has over 1 million pancakes served since 1947. They go cooking all over the place. Pancakes, their specialty. And there may be some familiar faces for you. The Kiwanis Club of Marysville. From south of the border, well, south of the river, the Edgewater Elementary School Sharks, joined by their spirited cheer squad, members of the student council. This is the second time that they've been in the Marysville Christmas Parade. You might remember them from last year. And they're excited to be able to spread some music and show off that they're able to play jingle bells and walk and do pom-poms. Parents following along. And here we have I believe this is our second equestrian entry from Friends of the Marysville Stampede, the ambassadors for the Marysville Stampede Rodeo that happens every September. And they travel around throughout the year to rodeos and events, promoting rodeos and what they would call the Western way of life. Some very nice looking horses there and riders atop them.
Sunday at 10 a.m. for worship, located at the corner of 8th and Bree Street, right here in downtown Marysville.
The Marysville United Methodist Church is at the corner of 8th and D Streets. And it was originally located more downtown, and I believe at the corner of like 4th and E, if my history recollection is working correctly. The church was built, that you see at the corner of 8th and D, was built about 1927, 24, 27, somewhere in there. The church, Marysville United Methodist Church, says it will never be a blue Christmas with Jesus in your life. Worship is every Sunday at 10 o'clock. And there go some of the young and some of the older members of the church presenting a nativity scene on a trailer. They're all lit up. Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade is presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties, providing in-home care that elevates the human spirit. We'll be back with the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade right here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
And we thank Neil Goforth for presenting our 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade. I'm Ted Langdell, and here we have the Marysville Walter Kynock School Spirit Team with their advisor Tony Barton and co-advisor Landon Yance. Now this is the school that is over, the elementary school that's over in East Marysville. So we have a little bit of competition going on from East Marysville and West Marysville. Covalod School you've seen in blue, and here we have the Kynock team in black. Looks like black and red with red Santa hats. Yes, they are echoing the Marysville High School colors. So the Spirit Team does drill and dance types of activities. And they all seem to be very synchronized here. The Walter Kynock School Spirit Team from East Marysville. Ted Langdell, we are here at the corner of 3rd and D Streets in downtown Marysville, looking both ways, up and down the street as the parade entries go by. We hope you're enjoying the parade replay tonight.
Right here, we've got our Girl Scouts partnering with Manly Clean Rentals and Rigging Services.
And
Inclusion of our local Girl Scout troops.
I'm trying to figure out who this is.
A Girl Scout heart of California with 31 active.
Sometimes the entries get a little out of order, and if they aren't wearing a big number on them, it's a little hard to tell.
Girl Scouts have been a peer leadership program.
They're certainly dressed for the theme, Blue Christmas. I suppose about the only way you could have improved on that would have been blue Santa hats. But the red ones look very good. Okay, entry 34. I think that was a late entry because I don't have them on my list. And I didn't quite catch the sign that the adults were holding in front. Right now, though, I can tell you this is entry number 35. Marching with the holiday cheer, Feather River Property Management. Whoops. Wrong again. 36. This is the Girl Scouts, partnering with Manly Crane Rental and Rigging Services. The Oliyama, how about if I spell it for you? OLLIYUMA service unit of the Girl Scouts in the heart of California includes 31 active troops with 203 girls and 134 adult volunteers that hail from all over Yuba and Sutter counties. Girl Scouts came into existence in 1912 and has been a premier leadership development organization for girls. This year they've been busy with community service projects, outdoor adventures, earning badges in the STEM, science, technology, and I'll remember what the E and M are at some point one of these afternoons. They also deal with art and leadership. The girls thank their leaders and the caregivers for all of their support, and Manly Crane Rental and Rigging. Aliyuma. They tried to break it up in the script, and if they'd have just left it as it is, Aliyuma, I could have said that real easily. Girl Scouts. Now we've got music. This is the Andros Carperos Middle School Wolfpack Band from over on Walton Avenue, south of Franklin in Yuba City. 6th through 8th graders in the AK band. And they say, happy to be here. I wonder how much all the lighting adds to the drum major's baton there. The AK Wolfpack Band. And if your house needs a little electrical work or you just want to light it up, you could call Rosales Electric. This is the entry from Rosales Electric, showcasing their nice clean white pickup truck. Wonder if it's an electric truck. And a trailer full of all of the things that they will need to do your residential, commercial, or emergency service. Rosales Electric, right here in the 530. And as you can see, The band is drawing a good crowd down there. More Rosales electric vehicles and family members of the folks who work for Rosales. Coming up right here, we have Freedom Home Health and Hospice. They are on D Street in Marysville at the corner of 6th and D in what used to be Gold Country Bank, and before that was First Interstate Bank, and before that was originally built to house the United California Bank that became the longtime home on 3rd Street, became the longtime home of Mama's Asian food. And now we have, I believe, another Thai restaurant in the former bank building. But Freedom Home Health and Hospice Care Services prides themselves on being compassionate and are happy to be able to offer that service to families that need home health and hospice care. And I think that might be one of the ladies that can provide that right there. Don't need to be blue about getting help.
Let's go get a cheeseburger.
Now, I don't know if you've ever had back problems, but a lot of people have gone to Ellison Chiropractic. That's Dean Ellison. And now there's Dr. Elvis' son, because the son has joined the dad. So you can find them very easily, Ellison Chiropractic on E Street at the corner of 6th and E on the right-hand side if you're going northbound. Here's the Wheatland Union High School Pirate Band, and I think they will stop and play a little bit for us, led by Drum Major Victoria Taum. Wheatland is the southernmost high school in Yuba County, and it draws from Beale Air Force Base and from the Plumas Lake area. Let's listen. The Wheatland Union High School Pirates. We see that Laura Rangel Torres is watching on Facebook. So is Stacy Medina, Juan Cortez, and a number of other people. And we have other folks that are watching on YouTube. I'm Ted Langdell, and we are very pleased to be able to bring you this parade replay. And that is the original Yuba-Sutter Toy Run. For over 30 years, these folks have worked all year round to make this annual toy run a success for all the local kids that need a toy and might not get one. And they would like to thank the community for all the support throughout the years. I know my Veterans Day commentary partner Shane Griego was very busy with that this weekend. And here we have Comfort Keepers, our sponsor of the parade coverage here. I don't know who's in the vehicle. I don't think Neil Goforth is in there, but some of his trusty elves are. And there isn't anybody in the trunk. There's nobody hiding in the trunk, I can tell you that. But Comfort Keepers has been providing senior care in the local area since 2002. That's Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. And Neil Goforth, who believes that the community needs to see things like this, and they also need to see other things like our government meetings. Here is Easter Seals with a slogan, Ace It 3, designed to build essential life skills and foster greater independence for folks through meaningful hands-on experiences. Easter Seals deals with the developmentally disabled and gives them meaning in their lives. And this is one of the ways that they get around, is in the Easter Seal bus, which is equipped with a lift at the back end, so folks in wheelchairs can be easily taken in and deposited at their destination. And here we have the Salvation Army. The Yuba-Sutter Salvation Army, Yuba-Sutter Corps, proudly serves the community with, among other things, a truck and mobile feeding kitchen. The ongoing mission providing hot meals, emergency relief, and support to families in need. But they do a lot more. They have been operating the depot shelter in the former Western Pacific train station near the corner of 5th and J Streets, just south of the south of where the rails cross 5th Street. And they have a number of other housing things that they operate. Here is the Linda Firemen's Association, honored to participate for the 65th time in the Marysville Christmas Parade. This engine, number 271, is a Type 1 engine that's used to fight structure fires and respond to vehicle accidents, which tells me the jaws of life are somewhere in the cabinets on one side or the other of this particular piece of what the firefighters would call apparatus. On behalf of the Linda Firemen's Association, the Linda Fire Protection District, a Merry Christmas. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in the 66th Marysville Christmas Parade, because the city of Marysville is in the process of merging the Marysville Fire Department with the Linda Fire Department. So we'll have to see what happens there. Here we have the Yuba-Sutter Cheer Athletics Booster Club and cheering members. This is a cheer and dance competitive team organization. If you're interested in more information, you can go to Yuba-Sutter.org. That's Yuba-Sutter.org without a hyphen between Yuba and Sutter. And we have more music coming your way. The Anna McKinney School Intermediate School Mustang Band. Anna McKinney is right next door, or on the other end, the eastern end of the athletic fields they share, over in East Marysville. The Marching Mustangs are under the direction of Dr. George Wilkerson. This band has participated in the parade for many years, or folks who are from McKinney School, Anna McKinney School, and are truly excited to come back again. This group has 40 musicians or more than that, and includes combined members of the beginning and concert bands. The McKinney Intermediate School Mustang Band here at 3rd and E in Marysville. And here we have something that is one of, I don't know how many ambulances Bi-County Ambulances actually has, several dozen I think. And most of them are either Mercedes or Sprinter, Mercedes or Freightliner Sprinters, or the new Ford Transit vans like this one's. They have been providing ambulance service, various forms of medical transport for, I want to say, almost 50 years. Kelly Bumpus worked for another ambulance company in town and then went out on his own. And at that time, we had something like 3 different ambulance companies in town. And the ambulances of that era were things like a 1967 Chevrolet station wagon with a split rear seat behind the drivers, and you could do one of the seats facing backwards. You'd slide the gurney in, and the other ambulance attendant would sit next to the patient and off to the hospital or wherever they would go. Things have changed dramatically. Bi-county ambulance. And here we have the Johnson. Well, we just missed the Johnson family in the MG that went by there. That was a 1955 MG TF driven by Mario and Donna Johnson. They're MG car enthusiasts. They own 6 of them, and I guess must have fun washing all of those and keeping them nice and clean, but it's fun to drive. This is Adventist Health and Ride Out, which is the nonprofit community-based system that is Adventist Health and Ride Out at the Acute Care Hospital, the Heart Center at Ride Out, the Cancer Center affiliated with UC Davis Medical Center, a variety of outpatient clinics, ancillary services, including senior living services. There are more than 2,200 employees, or more than... It looks like there's a missing 0 here, more than 2,00, and I think there should be another 0. More than 2,000 employees that work with Adventist Ride Out, and about 300 physicians on the medical staff. And on the float that went by already, it was Adventist Health and Ride Out President Chris Champlin and his wife Kim. Coming up here with what may turn out to be a nativity scene is the Vida Radiante Church, a Spanish and English bilingual church on Sampson Street in East Marysville. They've been serving the Marysville community and surrounding areas, bringing grace and light of Jesus, and they wish us Feliz Navidad and say that you're not alone this Christmas season. Yep. I believe we see Mary in the back of the float there. And here we have, coming up, the MCAA Marching Band. This is still, this is Yuba's Area Bicycle Advocates, otherwise known as YABA, like Fred Fridstone. Yabba Dabba Doo. Yuba Area Bicycle Advocates promotes the improvements to local roads to get people where they are going safely and efficiently, and they're committed to improving the lives of Yuba-Sutter residents. And they are showcasing a wide variety of bicycles here and some athletic skills. Yuba Area Bicycle Associates. And Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade is presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties, providing in-home care that elevates the human spirit. We'll be back with the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade right here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
Ted Langdell, we are back here at 3rd and D Streets, rather. I should know where I am. With the MCAA Marching Band. What's MCAA stand for? Marysville Charter Academy for the Arts. under the direction of Mr. Anthony Harmon and drum major Eve Haymore. They're performing a Christmas parade mashup of music. MCAA is a school with a focus on the visual and performing arts, and they are located on the campus of what we fondly remember as Marysville High School on East 18th Street. The MCAA Marching Band, Marysville Charter Academy for the Arts. Coming up, the Christian family, an all-American family, raising all-American kids and grandkids. Yee yee is what they say. ACYC Family Adventure Church. They are in Yuba City. And they have a way to help you float when things may not look like they're floating so well for you. Don't let the hard days win, says the sign on the back of the pickup truck. Here's Emmanuel Faith Tabernacle. They advise if you're feeling blue, you can find hope and community with Emmanuel Faith Tabernacle. Discover the light of the season. Looks like happy people there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
And a bit of a gear change with this next entry. Members of the Frank C. Riley chapter of E. Clampus Vitus, or E. Clampus Vitus, depending on how you want to pronounce it. They're wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. The Frank C. Riley chapter hails from up in LaPorte at the opposite end of LaPorte Marysville Road. Established in 1873. It was like 152 years ago, if my math in my head is working all right. E. Clampus Vitus, the Frank C. Riley chapter, which has long ties to LaPorte. And here trying to catch who this particular float is. A little hard to tell sometimes.
The training zone is spreading holiday cheer and fitness motivation this Christmas season. Thank you for helping.
Appears like the training zone is our next entry, and that would be right here.
Happy New Year from the training zone. The training zone would like to thank their members.
We'd like to thank all our viewers for dropping by this afternoon, or this evening. The training zone was for a long time located in the former National Dollar Store and Bradley's buildings on D Street in Marysville. Now you see a bunch of construction because the training zone moved last year to its new location in the former Long's Drugs next to Save Mart. And they have got big new digs over there. So if you haven't been to the training zone, be worthwhile popping in and taking a look and see. And they have 24-hour access. Great way to work off Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, right? Here we have an entry from Recology. Recology is our local waste company that is picking up on holidays. 5 days a week, they're running around somewhere in Yuba-Sutter. And it doesn't matter whether it's Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Veterans Day, any day that is a holiday that falls on a weekday, they're making sure that your toters get picked up and appropriately disposed of. They have been doing things like getting zero waste, recycling, composting, and you'll see how Recology brings up the very end of the parade, along with one of the biggest garbage cans we've seen in a while. They really do help keep parades and other community events like this clean. And we appreciate that. Looks like a lot of Recology employees and their families riding in the truck and in the trailer. And probably a couple of people in the front of the cab of this new dump truck here. Interesting name for the truck, Battle. Keeping trash down is kind of a battle, and Recology does it pretty well. They are the successor to companies that at one point were headquartered in what is now the Wood Butcher when we moved here in 1965, and it was the Yuba-Sutter Scavenger Company. But now it's Recology of Yuba-Sutter, one of many Recology regional or local operations around Northern California. And here is the Olivehurst Department, the Olivehurst Fire Department, I should say. Engine 316 is their newest Type 3 Wildland engine. Looks like four-wheel drive, can go over all kinds of terrain. Built to the CAL FIRE Model 34 specifications. And you'll see that in the Olivehurst Christmas Parade coming up next Saturday night at 5 o'clock. We will be there, and you may see some of the same entries in this parade in the Olivehurst Christmas Parade, which is 60-some years old. Don't have the notes in front of me for that. But we will be there live streaming it, and we'll have a replay as well. You're looking at the Olivehurst Fire Department entry, and this looks like River Valley FFA. These members of Future Farmers of America are focused on the bright future in agriculture, and their service spirit is loud and clear. You can wave hello there to the River Valley FFA. FFA is not exactly like 4-H, but they do some similar things, and you might say you get into 4-H and then in high school get into Future Farmers. But they have encompassed a lot more than just farming or raising animals. There's a lot of science and technology that goes on in agriculture today. And they are helping people get knowledge and experience in areas that will help them be successful in whatever they do. FFA chapters at Lyndhurst High School, Marysville High School, Yuba City, River Valley. Pretty much every high school in our area has a FFA chapter. Youthful Courage Stables in Yuba City is a horseback riding center, and here we have the Able Riders, I believe, if I'm keeping up with all the entries here. Yep. Able Riders Youthful Courage Stables. YCstables.com. That's YC, like Yuba City, or Youthful Courage in this case, YCstables.com. They offer homeschool groups or vendor with homeschool groups and other groups. They offer summer day camps and therapeutic horseback riding sessions year-round. They have a horseback riding program for special needs children. And they look for volunteers, people to work with horses and helping with sessions. Yuba-Sutter Transit, you saw the new orange vehicle that went by. This is the MOD, the Service on Demand vehicle, or one of them. But Yuba-Sutter Transit is now 50 years old, and they are celebrating safety, service, and smiles and public transportation here in Yuba-Sutter. Law's Custom Painting, John and Johnny and their crews paint houses, buildings, and offices, and they're now doing roof restoration services. But one of the more important things that they do is they volunteer to paint over graffiti and keep the community looking good. Law's Custom Painting. This is Meals on Wheels from Yuba-Sutter. They deliver meals to people who can't get out to do shopping. They're representing the area for the Agency on Aging Area 4. Meals on Wheels Yuba-Sutter has a dedicated staff and a whole lot of volunteers that deliver thousands of meals to older adults to help keep them fed and do so with dignity and compassion. Here's the entry from Deeds Rooter Service. If your drain is backing up, they can take care of that. Open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and been in business since 2001. Dustin Dondevere was just texting me. I didn't get a chance to see what it was he was texting about, but he's a big part of 530 Recovery and Everything Off-Road. And you're going to see some pretty cool vehicles here. Here's a Cherokee going by, Jeep Cherokee. But 530 Recovery and Everything Off-Road pulls people out of places where they're stuck and tow trucks won't go. And they also work to keep lands clean, working with Say Love in and around the community. And they also host free community events. 530 Recovery and Everything Off-Road. A number of vehicles. And here is the Masonic Lodge. Or I should say it looks like all of the Masonic Lodges, and representing or being represented by the Masonic Youth. These are members of the Liberty Chapter of D. Malay, Job's Daughters, and the Marysville Assembly of Rainbow Girls. There are a number of Masonic organizations and buildings around the area. The one in Marysville is on 7th Street between C and D Streets. 8th Street between C and D Streets. And the lodge in Yuba City, Enterprise Lodge, is over at the corner of 2nd and B Streets. The Masonic Youth Group helps kids prepare for life and better themselves through a life of giving service to other folks. And I'm not sure if this is just Craftsmen for Christ or this is the Bride Church. The Bride Church is having a candlelight Christmas Eve at 5:30 on December 24th. They're at 1321 Peachtree Lane in Yuba City, right at the corner of Highway 99 and Peachtree and Queens Avenue. If we missed Craftsmen for Christ. I don't have them listed with a particular description, but I remember when they were going down into the flood zone after the 1997 flood in the Arboga area and helping people rebuild down there. And they've done that all over the place. Here's Hands of Hope, which is a community-based organization that works with the homeless population in Yuba-Sutter. They focus on providing essential daycare services or daytime services, coordinated entry intakes to help people get into homes over a period, building a brighter future, one helping hand at a time. They work also with Yuba County Health and Human Services, which is this particular entry, number 70 here.
From the Fleet Nation family, we wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
I'm Ted Langell. We're here at the corner of 3rd and E in Marysville, where you are about to be treated to a huge number of very large tow trucks from Fleet Nation Towing and Recovery. They have they're a new business in the area. They're on Epley Drive, fleetnation.com. Heavy duty and medium duty and light duty towing. So they've got something for whatever you might need to have towed, from a big rig and a bus to a Volkswagen Beetle. And I suppose if they needed to, they could haul your motorcycle or your bicycle. Although that might be overkill on the bicycle.
Happy holidays from Plumas Project Yuba-Sutter.
Fleet Nation,
Looks like we got Baines Towing in the mix.
welcome to the community. And thank you for participating in the parade and
Roadside assistance.
making this one of the more memorable parades.
They handle light to heavy duty towing. Accident
Carrie Hauk was telling me it's about 10% bigger than last year's parade. And if Fleet Nation didn't have enough tow trucks for you, Baines Towing and Recovery can certainly help. And did we miss Blue Zones project? Well, Blue Zones is powered by Adventist Health and Ride Out, and they were helping get the Christmas tree across the street lit there. Baines Towing and Recovery has, as you can see, big tow trucks like this one. I've seen this one or its sibling pulling some trucks out of the can opener railroad trestle on B Street in Marysville between 17th and 18th Streets. That will be gone soon. Caltrans is working on it. Baines Towing and Recovery, and here are some family members wishing you a Merry Christmas.
This Yuba-Sutter Scholarship Program.
If you needed a vehicle taken from point A to point B, even if it's long distance, they can arrange to do that as well.
Miss Yuba-Sutter
Baines Towing and Recovery,
Joel.
otherwise known as BTR.
Yuba-Sutter Ambassador is Toby Dominguez. Did I get that one right? Hey, I'm 2 for 2. All right.
Coming up, we have more young people that are involved in the Miss Yuba-Sutter Scholarship Program. And there's a guy in the Miss Yuba-Sutter Scholarship Program. There have been for many years, actually. Miss Yuba-Sutter this year, at least until a new one is selected at the Yuba-Sutter Fair in June, is Simrat Johal. The Yuba-Sutter Ambassador is Toby Dominguez. Miss Teen Yuba-Sutter is Ella Morrow. Yuba-Sutter Teen Ambassador is Shane Lloyd. Mini Miss Yuba-Sutter is Lily Teagarden Vincent. And Yuba-Sutter Junior Ambassador is William Damasio. They're all riding in or on the Sierra pickup truck here. The Miss Yuba-Sutter Scholarship Program. And here we have Conquerors Christian School, which is a K through 12 grade school. They're out in Linda, North Beale Road past Yuba College. Christian school, conservative values is what they're telling us here. Critical thinking skills and academic excellence. The Conquerors Christian School, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Christ was a carpenter. And you have to wonder what, back in biblical times and earlier, people did for wood. We are blessed with the convenience of having lumber yards and lumber companies and people who go out and do the harvesting of trees and turn it into something that you can nail, hammer, or use a screw to hold things down. NorCal Lumber is bringing years of trusted service to our Yuba-Sutter community with first-rate lumber products, dimensional wood, engineered components. They are keeping builders covered with great quality and great prices. And they may even have some scraps that you could obtain to burn in your fireplace if that is still permissible in your part of town. NorCal Lumber Company. That's a cool little rig. The dog looks like he's doing all right. NorCal Lumber Company, and I wonder what it took to create this float on this truck, which ordinarily would be hauling probably finished lumber from point A to point B. Oh, more soap as snow. I think I'm about to get deluged here. Definitely a blue truck, nicely blue, in keeping with the Blue Christmas theme. I wonder how it feels to ride on a float with one of these SOPA snow-making machines constantly delivering the goods. Next year maybe we'll have somebody that can walk out with a microphone and ask them. Coming up, I think we may see some dancing going on. Actually not. Well, Yuba Tough, and I think this is Sutter Youth Football. And maybe that's the Junior Honkers Football and Cheer coming up. This is a youth cheer and football organization that acts as a feeder for Yuba City High School. You can visit yubacity.jr.honkers.org for more details. Lots of kids. Looks like they're having fun. And there's a real junior honker down there in the stroller that's going by in just a second. And it looks like they've got a championship trophy there. The Yuba City Junior Honkers Football and Cheer.
ages and experience levels. Yes, even old men.
I have high school feet in both Marysville and Yuba City. We went as a freshman to Marysville High School, and then my parents moved our store and where we lived out to Terra Buena, so I went 3 years at Yuba City High, graduated from there, but I feel an affinity for both of our high schools. 78 here, this is the Rising Stars Competition Dance Studio, recreational studio in South Yuba City, classes for all ages and experience levels, and they say even adults like that lady there. They have a Rising Stars competition dance team, and they're about to do a little demonstration for us. Dance is good exercise. Keeps you fit and limber. I'm not sure what happened to Pathways entry, number 79. Pathways is the nonprofit community organization that was formed in 1974. They're 51 years old to provide drug and alcohol treatment services to people in the community. Pathways offers what they describe as a full continuum of care, including prevention, intervention, and recovery services. Here is 79A, which is Empire Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They're in downtown Marysville and have classes for children, adults, and women only. They have a wide range of martial arts, including Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Judo, and wrestling. You can get a hold of Empire. They'll give you a complimentary 1-week trial. Empire Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Here is a competitive float entry from Elite Football Club, which is a NorCal Premier Competitive Soccer Club, and I believe that's the league they're in, if I understand things well enough here. NorCal Premier Competitive Soccer. They serve the Yuba-Sutter area and develop soccer players by teaching them teamwork, discipline, and resilience. Elite is on Facebook, Instagram, and yubaelitefc.org. Now that is a float. I haven't seen a float that had a live television or video playback. Ohana means family. The Elite Football Club. Oh my goodness. Is that a Paul Bunyan-sized football? Soccer ball, if you want to call it that? And they've been walking down the street letting people kick goals. You may see that happen here in just a second. Oop. Let's get a look at that ball right here. Kelsey Zabata with eXp Realty. And you can reach her if you need to list a home and sell it, or if you're looking for a new home. Kelsey Zapata, Realtor with eXp Realty. Here is a group appropriately named for Christmas, the Wise Men. Moon Tower Production Company. Sponsoring this group, Moon Tower provides a variety of services for public and private events, including live sound and stage lighting, DJ services, event coordination and promotion, and when you need one, ordained minister services. The Wise Men. And here is Ampla Health. Ampla Health started out very small, and they have grown. They provide medical, pediatric, dental, behavioral health, chiropractic now, and pharmacy services with no-cost transportation, health insurance enrollment assistance, immediate medical attention without an appointment at Express Care, Ampla Health Express Care, and that's open 365 days a year. AmplaHealth.org, where their slogan is Care to Improve Your Life. Here is the Marysville Junior Indians football and cheer. This program feeds into Marysville High School and aims to provide an inclusive environment where each athlete can develop skills, build confidence, and cultivate lifelong friendships. Marysville Junior Indians football and cheer. And here comes some folks that would like a deposit. River Valley Community Bank is bringing a little Whoville cheer to the parade this year. River Valley believes the heart of every community grows when you give back, and they're committed to doing that. In Marysville, River Valley Bank is at 904 B Street in Marysville, and what used to be the swimming pool entrance at 9th and B, when it was called the Marysville Natatorium. It's right across from O'Reilly's, and I want to say I buy auto parts there, I should know. Anyway, River Valley Community Bank, and here we have somebody that'll take things off your hands. Scrap Monkey Property Services. Cleaning up for you. They'll haul stuff off in a trailer like that, not the people there. They keep them around. Scrap Monkey Property Services. Nice looking truck. And here is something else that you'll want to keep an eye out for. The Sons of Norway Snowshoe Thompson Lodge, 62 years old this year. In case you're wondering why I sound like I've been drinking, no, I haven't. It's just that I have a delayed audio of myself talking in my right ear, and it's a little hard to not sometimes pay too much attention to that. But this is a 700-pound giant pumpkin. The Snowshoe Thompson Lodge meets monthly for a variety of fun activities, and they're accompanied by Marysville City Attorney Brant Bordson and his 700-pound pumpkin. Weighty matters. Here's Word of Life Church. They are in East Marysville at the corner of Highway 20 and Buchanan Street, in what at least part of the church used to be the A&W root beer, the part that's right there on the corner. But the church itself has been in the church building at the corner of East 13th and Buchanan for quite a while. And here, all the way down Highway 20 from Smartsville, passing that location, is the Smartsville Fire Department. With SPF or SFP 873 structure. I think that's a structure protection engine up in woodland areas. The district has residents in just over 46,000 acres of land. And let's see who this is here. This is supposed to be part of the Smartsville Fire Department entry.
Together with volunteers and donors, we help families build brighter futures right here at home. Visit our restore in Marysville to shop, donate, or...
Coming up, we have the entry from Habitat for Humanity, which will pass by their big building in what used to be the Mervyn's building between 1st and 3rd Streets, between E and D Street here. Habitat for Humanity, you might associate them with Jimmy Carter, who became a well-known member of Habitat for Humanity, helping to build houses and helping people build their own houses. A little sweat equity there. Habitat for Humanity builds strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. With volunteers and donors, they're helping people around the community build brighter futures and helping you save some money. Have you been in the Restore? That's what the Mervyns became, the Habitat for Humanity Restore. And the inventory there is always changing. You never really know what you're going to find in there, but they have things that will help you fix up your house. Probably all kinds of Christmas gifts that don't cost a whole bunch of money. And it's interesting exploring Habitat for Humanity. The Restore is at the corner of 3rd and D Streets. And here we have Standby Medical Services. Nope, that's the Yuba-Sutter Youth Soccer League, which have been a variety of champions. Happy holidays from Yuba-Sutter Youth Soccer League, celebrating the joy of the game and the spirit of the season. And I was mentioning Standby Medical Services. Standby has been in business in the area for more than 14 years, and what they do is provide medical support for a variety of local sports organizations. They're the medics that are on site during the game, so if somebody gets hurt, there's instant help. Here's more members of the Yuba-Sutter Youth Soccer League. Soccer was actually a game that I could play with some level of confidence. Last time I played was a turkey bowl in Sacramento with some people that I used to play with in my 20s. And that was like last year, I think it was, or the year before. Drove down, came back, then drove to Orangevale Took a good old friend of ours to church and went out to
I know
dinner.
that guy from Silver Dollar. He's the guy with 37 kids.
This year, I don't know. Soccer might not have been in my agenda. But they did have a soccer bowl this year. Here is
Marysville. Make sure you drop in after the parade tonight.
the Copper Penny, which is the catering side of the Silver Dollar Saloon. It's a traveling commercial kitchen and food trailer.
Super good food. What else?
And they have been building a business with that too. They're calling it the Copper Penny Carnivore Caravan because they have been dealing with a lot of good barbecue stuff. Copper Penny, Silver Dollar. Silver Dollar well known in Marysville, and the Copper Penny is getting more known around the area.
They've been proudly serving the Yuba-Sutter
Lots of food trucks developing around the area, and here is another good example.
2021. Merry Christmas from KS Window Tinting.
I just want to know, does Santa's sleigh have tinted windows?
Joe Ferree and his
They're giving it up.
wife.
Yes, they're saying
They
yes.
do.
They do it. I knew there was magic happening over here.
And in fact, all the reindeer have tinted sunshine. Get that moonlight.
KS Window Tinting has tinted its own windows, I suspect, here.
Legal, providing Yuba-Sutter and
Nice pickup.
legal document assistance.
And they yep, well, you can see they did tint the windows. And a very nice
Today, scheduled, you can find us on Google, Instagram, Facebook.
motocross bike
I
back
just
there.
love that smell. Oh, that's called fuel. All right.
Now you might wonder why you would tint windows in a tractor. Same reason you'd tint them in a car. Keep the sun out. I mean, I can certainly see how that would be valuable. Crossfire Legal is that entry? Providing Yuba and Sutter and surrounding legal document assistance for 125 years. Yes, this is them.
Hot rod.
Don't get caught in the legal crossfire. Contact them today to get some help with legal documents.
Come check out our dyno machine. Yuba-Sutter's premier hot rod shop. Grumpy's Hot Rod.
I'm guessing a 68 or 69 Camaro.
Yep, they got a dynameter.
If you know for sure, do I win anything? Whoa! Here comes Grumpy's Hot Rods. Hot Rods. Grumpy'sHotRods.com. They can even do some dynamometer testing just to see how dynamic your hot rod is. Grumpy's is a one-stop mechanic shop. They're not just into hot rods, but they do other things, whether it's your hot rod or the one you drive daily. They can help you out with that. They have the dynamometer machine, which measures your engine and drivetrain's performance. Grumpy's Hot Rod in Yuba City. And there goes a Ford pickup that somebody's in the process of working on. Mid-60s era Mustang. A real hot rod, followed by another real hot rod. All part of the Grumpy's Hot Rod Elves here. And here we are with that big guy at the top of the Marysville fire truck. Mr. Claus. And Jackie Cummings, thank you for watching. Reina Sansa. Alicia Noblin, Cherish Harvey. Thank you for watching on Facebook. And we thank the people that are watching on Facebook whose names I can't see. This is T217. Marysville's ladder or snorkel truck with Santa Claus at the very front and top. We'll show you a bit about how the parade route gets cleaned up coming up in a minute. You're watching the Marysville Christmas Parade for 2025. I do know what year it is. And we thank the Marysville Fire Department for their help in the parade. Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade is presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties, providing in-home care that elevates the human spirit. We'll be back with the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade right here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties.
Well, we thank you for watching Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's presentation of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade. And as promised, we show you how things get cleaned up at the end of the parade. And the ecology has been doing this sort of thing for many, many years, since they took over the street sweeping in Marysville and got one of these rigs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next year. Yuba-Sutter.LIVE's coverage of the 2025 Marysville Christmas Parade is presented by Comfort Keepers of Yuba-Sutter and Nevada counties, providing in-home care that elevates the human spirit. Next week, here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE, lots of live streams, beginning with Tuesday Government Watch, presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage at plumaslakeselfstorage.com. At 9 a.m., the Yuba County Supervisors regular meeting. At noon, we'll be over in Yuba City at the Merriment Village groundbreaking. At 3 p.m., the Sutter County Supervisors regular meeting. At 6 p.m., the Yuba City Unified School District Trustees special meeting. And at 6:30, the Marysville Unified School Trustees regular meeting. On Saturday, December 13th, we'll be at the 9 a.m. Wreaths Across America, live from Sutter Cemetery. At 2 p.m., we'll check in with the Yuba City Christmas Stroll to find out what's happening. And at 5 o'clock, we'll bring you the Olivehurst Christmas Parade, live from Olivehurst Avenue. Sunday, December 14th at 6 p.m., Wreaths Across America replay. And at 7 p.m., the Olivehurst Christmas Parade replay. Tuesday, Government Watch. And then Christmas in Yuba-Sutter. That's happening next week, right here on Yuba-Sutter.LIVE.
Yuba-Sutter.LIVE. It's the truth that comes through.